different people will describe different levels of visuality. So, for instance, my first Ibogaine journey, there were a few images at the beginning, but for the most part, it was something that I felt rather than saw. My wife, on the other hand, had a very visual experience. It was something that she felt and saw simultaneously. It was tremendously beautiful for her.
Oh, yeah. Women are always like, well, guess what I saw?
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
And that's okay. We're not judging them. But yeah, I mean, you could send your woman into their mailbox and she'll see 11 things, and that's fine. But I'm good. We need them out there looking at stuff.
Ibogaine gave her a Van Gogh painting in terms of the beauty of it. My second experience was much more, I both saw it and I felt it. And my wife had kind of a similar experience where it built on the first. For both of us, each of our journeys built on the other in terms of what it showed us and affirmed for us by way of those things in our lives that we needed to have reconciled for us.
Go ahead.
No, that's what it does for the individual.
Right.
It's going to go where you need it to go. And I remember being prepared. They said, it may not give you what you want, but it's going to give you what you need.
Got it. Is it male or female? What is it? Like, is the medicine?
It can be, I've heard people describe Ibogaine as having a very male energy.
Okay.
It's like the grandfather. Ayahuasca being the grandmother and with a more feminine energy. Now, I've never had an ayahuasca experience, so I can't speak to that part of it. But Ibogaine is consistently described as the grandfather.
Got it.
The grandfather might be corrective or the grandfather may be loving. But the grandfather's going to give you what the grandfather perceives that you need.
Got it. Now, if you lay there, can you just fall asleep?
At a certain point, through the effect, people can and sometimes do fall asleep. If Ibogaine decides that you need that rest, you're going to get the rest.
Yeah.
If what you need is different from that, then you're not going to get the rest.
Got it. Yeah, I mean, that's just very similar with ayahuasca. It's like, you can go in with a couple of ideas. They say, write down some things like, I would like to know about this. Why do I think like this? Why does this happen in my life? And some of them will be addressed by like Mother Ayahuasca, that's what they call it. And then some of them may not be, right? But you'll kind of get what you need. And you can sit there and close your eyes and really get into a crazy experience or a unique experience. I shouldn't use the word crazy, but like I'll have times, I went back to my childhood and like I would see why I behaved certain ways as a kid or be able to process certain things. And kind of even a lot of it for me, a lot of times was like just crying over things that had happened a long time ago, but getting those tears out of my system. It was like squeezing a sponge so that now the sponge could hold something new. I mean, I was just so waterlogged with pain from my past that I couldn't get it out of me. And so this thing was like really like just a damn spin cycle to pull that stuff out of you and not just do it in a way where it's just sucking the pain out of you, but to show you along the way and even to be there as almost like with ayahuasca, it feels like God or somebody has their hand right there with you on their shoulder or on the back of your neck and is just helping you process these things. It doesn't feel like you're doing it alone, right? So that was always very fascinating to me, like all these things that I don't know, I kind of knew, but I didn't really know. And it just helped me like process them all. And so then I just felt like I could finally breathe, like there was this room in my lungs for new air, and I'd never felt that my whole life.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. So that experience, now you get done with the experience, you're there for, say you said because it's like an ataxia, you can't move. Does that go away after a few minutes and then you're just laying there? What's that like?
It's 10 to 12 hours.
Okay.
So once you take them pills, you're on the front end of what's going to be a 10 to 12 hour experience. And that experience is the ataxia. For many people, it is also nausea where you're throwing up a lot. It's also the visuals. It's also the feeling. So in that 10 to 12 hours, you are in the high wave acute phase.
So you were paralyzed kind of in a way?
Yes. Now, you could move your hands and arms and toes, but you can't stand. You can't support your own weight. You're real jittery. It's a neurological effect that it produces of immobility. And I would argue that it does so intelligently because it intends for you to be still so that it can do with you and speak to you quietly. And you don't have the capacity to be restless and distracted. It's got you. It has your attention.
Got it.
And then usually the next day, most people have what they call the gray day.